Playing defense, number 18, Julia Olson. Playing left wing, number 11, Mariah Redler. Playing center, number 4, Melissa Zavag. Playing right wing, number 6, Madison McJoyne. And starting a goal for Winchester, number 1, Vicki Waller. And the rest of the varsity squad from Winchester High School. Now here's your starting lineup for the home team from Falmouth High School. Playing defense, number 8, Brooke Bowman. Playing defense, number 21, Callum Small. Playing left wing, number 7, Erica Misner. Playing center, number 2, Madison Abro. Playing right wing, number 22, Shannon Upton. And starting the goal for Falmouth, number 30, Madison Scavato. Ladies and gentlemen, our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who are served or currently serving in our armed forces. At this time, I'd like to invite both veterans and current military personnel to please stand. We'd like to thank you for your service to our country. Now we ask you to please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Hope Blanchard. Thank you.
Sure. You want to do color?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Great.
Do we, yes. Do we have another mic? Organize it.
You know how I get your color guy? I don't plug the other microphone in. It happened last time.
That's right.
Check.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Gallo Arena in Bourne. Paul McNamara, and alongside now, Paul Moore, coach of the Falmouth boys team, is going to step in and do some extra duty and serve as the color guy today. And Paul, thanks for being with us.
Great to be with you today, Paul. Should be an exciting game. Two top teams out of the South, and I think that Falmouth and Wellesley have a good history and should be a good game.
Yeah, Falmouth comes in as the 8th seed, Winchester the 16th, so Falmouth on paper would be favored, but Winchester has worked their way through the tournament as well. And, you get to the quarterfinals, anything can happen. And we've seen that in boys. We've seen it in some other girls' brackets and divisions. And we'll have to see what happens here. And right now, Falmouth breaks it out. That's Misner into the Winchester end of the ice. Julie Olsen trying to get it up on the left wing for number 11 on the far side for Winchester. That is Mariah Redler. Redler, a familiar name around Winchester. Mariah's brother was one of the fine Winchester Sachems graduating last year. Here's a break to center ice, but right back on it, of course, is Maggie McDonald for Falmouth. Comes this way over to Mackenzie Habrel.
This is the top line, Paul. Habrel, Ferreira, and McDonald. They're top scorers all year. Habrel is a freshman, and she's going to be someone that they're going to have to stop tonight.
And, of course, she's got big skates to fill in her older sister as well.
Yes, she does. She's been a great leader for 4 years for Falmouth, and Madison would certainly love to follow in her footsteps.
You see a little bit of stick work over there, and some of you are not familiar with girls hockey. There is no checking allowed. The girls do bump quite a bit, though. And
they do. They will let them play. They certainly let them get a little physical.
Kat Valdario knocks it out of the zone for Winchester on that backhand clear into the Falmouth end, and now Falmouth will try to circle back. Shannon Upton loses possession. It's knocked down deep into the Falmouth end of the ice. Now pass right in front, goes off the stick of Hannah Callahan. Good job to cover up in front. Nobody from Winchester there, and here come the Clippers the other way, 3-on-2. Over the line with it is Erica Meisner deep into the corner for Habrel, Madison Habrel. Now with it in the corner, sends it back on the point to 21, Callan Small. Puck loose to the left of the Winchester goaltender there, Vicky Wallace. And finally Winchester able to get it out of the zone over the line, but not much happening there with Kendall Stouffer. Can't get it in towards the Falmouth net. Now it's loose in front, a shot and a save right there. The shot taken by number 4, Melissa Zavaz, and a save by the Falmouth goaltender there, Madison Scavato.
Yeah, Madison.
Scavato's a veteran, one of the captains.
Yeah, she is. She's a leader of that team, and we saw a turnover there by Callan Small, and Winchester capitalized on a nice scoring opportunity.
Now into the corner for Winchester is Maggie Houle. Houle can't come up with it, and Falmouth able to break it down ice, but good play at the Winchester line by Elizabeth Wilson to poke it back towards the Falmouth end. On it for Falmouth, Hannah Callahan. And now they go the other way, far side. Left point for Winchester is Colleen Holland dumping it in deep. Now Falmouth looked like Kelly Ferrara nearly ran into Hannah Callahan, her teammate. Now the pass cross ice intended for Mackenzie Habrel. Habrel's offside, she has to clear. And there's Mackenzie Habrel. Now they call offsides, and I'm not sure. I think they thought Maggie McDonald was over the line. Not sure about that one.
Yeah, that was a close one. Territorially here in the first 3 minutes, Paul, Winchester's territorially grabbing the edge and has a couple good scoring opportunities. Falmouth has yet to have a shot on net.
Puck loose at center ice and offsides again as Madison Habrel was over the line just as Shannon Upton took it into the zone. There's a break for Winchester. Chasing it down is Kat Valdario, but good defensive play back there by Callan Small. Small seems to be in the middle of everything in the Falmouth end, Paul.
Yeah, she's a steady defenseman for Coach Aaron Hunt this year. She's been a steady presence back there as one of the captains.
Haberl quickly up to Meisner. Meisner tries the left side. Haberl will follow up. And now centering pass controlled by nobody, but finally picked up by Kat Valdario for Winchester and skated away. And icing is going to be called here on Winchester with 10:44 to go, opening period of play just underway. The first of a triple header here today. Wellesley will face off against Milton next, and then the nightcap will have Plymouth against Medfield. 3 big D2 quarterfinal games in the girls' bracket. We thank you for spending some of your Saturday afternoon with us on MyHockeyLive. State tournament time. And Winchester tries the floater play, the long pass up to Madison Michike. Michike, the shot goes wide, followed up by Redler. And now a delayed call here on the Clippers.
Paul, Julie Bray had an outstanding stretch pass there for number 4, Melissa Savez. They stretched the outs out really nice, got a good scoring opportunity high in the slot, and Madison Scavato was there to make the save.
Penalty's going to come at 4:33 of the first period to Falmouth. It's going to go to Hannah Callahan for tripping. And Winchester will get an opportunity on the power play here. First one of the game. Ferrara on the draw defensively. They get it back to the point to Michike. Michike goes cross point to 18, Julia Olson. Olson looking back up to Michike, the forward, playing center point. Over on the left side to Zavez, centering pass in front for the defenseman cheating down. That was Olson. Missed connections, and now Michike can't keep it in at the line, and they will start the power play again from the red line.
They're working that umbrella up high, Paul. They're looking for Olson on the back door, one of their senior leaders on the back end.
Puck goes wide on the far side to Zavez, and Zavez can't get around Mackenzie Haberl, and here's Ferrara with a break, short-handed. Kelly Ferrara is in, and a goal!
What an outstanding play by Kelly Ferrara, a senior on Falmouth. Broke up the play high at the blue line, used her feet and her body, Paul, to get in position to finish that goal.
Well, you don't get 100 points in your career without making plays like that, Paul, and Falmouth blessed with 2 such players.
You don't, and that was outstanding coaching there. She was high on the PK, using her active stick, got great body position, and just beat the defenseman wide and had a great shot on net.
So Winchester will try to answer that one. A shorthanded goal is not the way you want to start out a quarterfinal game, and here's Haberl, shorthanded. Winchester still with about 25 seconds to go, but not really many chances, although here's Donovan, and Donovan is tripped up, and there's going to be another Falmouth penalty here. This one's going to go to Brooke Bowman, again for tripping.
Winchester, Paul, is going to have a 5-on-3 here, and what Falmouth's going to be careful of is that high umbrella they're using. They move the puck pretty well down low, and then they try to get across ice to their top defenseman.
So they've got 17 seconds of 2-man advantage. They get it back to the point. It bounces over the stick of Michike there. And all the way back to the left of Vicky Wallace in net for Winchester. They'll come out the right side here. The pass up to Julia Olson. Goes cross ice to Zavez. Back to Olson. Olson into the zone. Olson right of the circle. Kept out on the perimeter. Good job by the Falmouth D. They're back to 1-man down. And now Michike and Olson play catch. Michike through a screen. It's redirected right in front by Elizabeth Wilson, but good save there by Scavato. And here comes Falmouth shorthanded again. The Haberl sisters on the go. Mackenzie up to Madison. 45 seconds to go now on the man advantage. And here's Mackenzie Haberl in front. Can't find the handle. Winchester's just doing their best to avoid shorthanded situations.
Yes, they are, Paul. They had a scoring opportunity just a second ago, and they're not getting traffic to the net. They got to get bodies to the net if they're going to beat Scavato.
Zavez to Michike, and they get it to Olson. And like you said, Paul, they seem to like Olson being the trigger person on that, but that's a shot that Scavato will take all day long.
She'll grab that like playing catch. If they don't get bodies to the net, and she sees the puck, she's going to stop it. And on the other end of the ice, you saw Madison Haberl going down low, trying to get in a scoring opportunity on the PK.
New troops out there. This is 25, Anna O'Brien. The shot goes well over the net, and with 18 seconds left, Falmouth just sends it the length of the ice to kill off more time. That's Kelly Ferrara. A shot to goal! Mackenzie Haberl!
Wow.
I'm not even sure she put it in.
Paul, she didn't put it in. That was a lack of communication between the defenseman and the goaltender there. They got to talk there, and certainly Mackenzie Haberl was the recipient out front, but I believe the defenseman for Winchester knocked that in.
You know, they could. It was Kelly Ferrara who cleared it down. Kelly Ferrara could get credit for a second shorthanded goal in the first 7 minutes of this game. So it's 2-0 Falmouth. 2 shorthanded goals in the first 7 minutes of the hockey game. Here's Winchester down the ice. Falmouth back at full strength. And here they come again.
20, Mackenzie Haberl. Assisted by number 3, Kelly Ferrara. Time to goal, 7:06.
So Mackenzie Haberl will get the goal. Kelly Ferrara 1-1, man down in the first period.
Hey, they always say, Paul, you get rewarded going to the net, and that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah, she took 3 people with her, so, and plus the goalie. Now a nice pinch there right down Broadway by Erica Meisner. Back to get it is 26, Sarah Donovan for Winchester. The Sachems are stunned here. It's like they just got off the bus over the bridge, and they get whacked with 2 shorthanded goals. Here's Meisner, a shot and a save there by Wallace. Winchester player high sticks it, but Falmouth touches up first, and play continues. Meisner now. Erica Meisner behind the net. Cycles down for Madison Haberl, knocked off her stick, and Winchester able to get it to the line, but not out. And finally they clear it. That's Maeve Hickey. And offside is going to be called, I believe.
Yeah, Brooke Bowman doing a nice job there, sealing off the blue line, keeping it wide and creating the turnover. But right now, Winchester needs to settle down. They need to realize there's a lot of time left in this game and not panic. But right now, that 1-2 punch of Mackenzie and Madison Haberl has just killed them. And certainly getting 2 PK goals early in a tournament game like this is devastating.
Kelly Ferrara wins the draw and pokes it out of the zone deep into the Winchester end, picked up by Anna O'Brien. O'Brien goes around to Olsen. Olsen up the left wing. They chip it out to Maeve Hickey. Hickey watched closely back there, and now a long shot in, a save by Scavato, and back to get it for the Clippers, number 4, Hannah Callahan. Callahan skates it out. Strong skater up the right wing. Callahan, the defenseman, to the top of the circle. Let's go, a bullet high and wide. Good forecheck there by Mackenzie Haberl. On it in deep is Maggie McDonald. Haberl with good leverage. Haberl trying to steal it away, and now McDonald centering pass, but it goes off a Winchester player out of the zone. That was 22, Maggie Houle, with good position defensively. And now 25, Anna O'Brien trying to skate out, but good forecheck there by Rachel Curtis, third line out there for Falmouth.
Yeah, what Falmouth will do is they'll give you the 1-2-1-2, and she'll spot her third line, and she's really got some depth there to keep her kids fresh.
And it's like every time another group comes out, it's a similar name. Callahan and Haberl and Meisner.
A couple cousins on the team, and certainly a couple sisters in the Haberl sisters.
So now they've got Haberl out there centering Emma Callahan and 13, Rachel Curtis. Right shots prevailing out here. They battle for it just inside the blue line, and Winchester able to get it out of the zone. No icing on this one, as Brooke Bowman will go back and collect it behind the net. Bowman will play up to Emma Callahan. They're able to get it out, and Haberl has it. Always a good place for the puck to end up on. Madison Haberl's stick goes all the way behind the net. Looks, still has it. Good forecheck by Callahan, and Winchester able to poke it out of the zone. This is Zavez. Zavez, a wrist shot goes wide.
That's a nice job by Brooke Bowman pinching her outside. That's one of their top players in Maeve, Melissa Zavez, and she did a really nice job sealing her out.
Boy, that was close to being called a penalty on the back check by Anna O'Brien as she clipped the Falmouth player in the slot there. I think it was Emma Callahan. Now a turnover. Sarah Donovan forces it. A weak shot goes wide and caroms off the back of the boards behind the net. Dangerous move right there by Hannah Callahan, and thinks twice and reverses ice. Ferrara can't get it in deep. They get it to the line, does Winchester, and a long wrister in by Anna O'Brien. Caroms right onto the stick of Callahan. Turnover in the Falmouth end, and a wrist shot by Sarah Donovan is turned aside by Scavoto. And Ferrara able to poke it away and come in 2-on-1. It's Ferrara and Mackenzie Haberl. Pass to Haberl. What a stop by Vicky Wallace, the goaltender for Winchester. Great save there.
That's a super save by Wallace. She came across the net good and stoned Falmouth's #1 goal scorer.
Ferrara able to come off the boards with the puck. Lays it back, and another save by Wallace off a shot by Brooke Bowman. Mackenzie Haberl, Falmouth just buzzing now. Bowman a shot. I think it got deflected wide and went off a Winchester defenseman. Bowman with another chance. Gets it to Mackenzie Haberl. Mackenzie Haberl, top of the slot, still has it. Wrist shot. Hits some bodies on the way in. Follows up, backhander, saved by Wallace. Rebound put behind the net by Mackenzie Haberl, and finally, smartly iced down by Anna O'Brien.
You know, Winchester there looked a little sluggish. They looked like they were on a PK right now, and Falmouth kept moving their feet and created scoring opportunities for themselves. Winchester's got to take away those skating lanes and passing lanes and be more aggressive.
2:28 to go, first period of play. It is 2-0 Falmouth as a result of two separate shorthanded goals on separate shorthanded situations. Falmouth able to score goals, and it's 2-0. Winchester with, as Coach Paul Moore just said, a little bit of trouble getting it out of the zone and caught running around a little bit, caught out there a while, and now they're able to break. Coming through center ice is Michike. On the follow-up, Michike centering pass, trying to find Zavez. Good back check by the Clippers, and they come 4-on-2 for the moment. Into the middle, good defense by Winchester there, but picking up is Madison Haberl. Haberl out there with Meisner and Callan Small, Shannon Upton. And now it kicks out to center ice where Hannah Callahan has it. Will play catch with partner Emily Sanitas. And finally, Michike able to pick it up for, Zavez able to pick it up for Winchester and dump it. 1:25 to go, first period of play. Ferrara's line back out there with Mackenzie Haberl and number 9, Maggie McDonald. Dangerous line, as Paul said before.
This is their top scoring line, Paul. And they, as I said, they're going to create some traffic and get bodies because it'll be a long night for Winchester if they can't slow this line down.
And you got Callan Small out there with them as well. Yeah. Very offensive-minded. And Brooke Bowman as well. Bowman sends in a bouncer that Wallace had a tough time with, but made the save.
Yeah, Kelly Ferrer created some nice traffic out front.
Mackenzie Haberl turns. Shot goes off a Winchester defender's shaft of the stick. And now a delayed call here on, I think it's going to be on Falmouth. Wow. An offensive zone penalty. Not Coach Aaron Hunt won't like that.
No, she won't, but Falmouth's playing pretty confident right now with their
Very
PK.
confident.
Their special teams have been excellent. 2 first period shorthanded goals.
14:21 of the first will be the time of the penalty. And Winchester, the old joke, they think about declining that penalty.
Yeah, Coach Hunt's not going to like this, though. One thing that hurts you on the PK is you really wear down your top players, and you can't kill 3 or 4 penalties in a period and think you're going to have anything in the tank at the end of the game.
Plus, you've really dominated the first period. You don't want to give them a gimme here in the last minute. Power play, shot saved by Scavato. That's the best chance of the period right there for Winchester.
Nice job working the puck high off the umbrella. They get that shot over there on the half wall, and Scavato was there for it.
Minor for slashing. Time of penalty, 14-11.
Well, not a passive penalty, a slash call. And here they come again, shorthanded. This time it's Madison Haberl, and Madison Haberl nearly tackled. That's close to being a penalty shot. We'll see what the call is. There's definitely a penalty coming up here on...
Julia Olson there, Paul, I thought did an excellent job of boxing out Madison Haberl. But either way you look at it, she's going to the box 4-on-4 now.
It's going to come at 14:46, so it will negate the power play situation. And we'll create a 4-on-4 for the next minute and 6 seconds of play that will carry over into period number 2.
I'm not so sure that wasn't a make-up call. Most of these calls have been going towards Falmouth, but I thought that Olsen did a great job of squeezing out Haberl there.
Yeah, I mean, she skated. She didn't stop moving her feet, which was important. Well, holding's about this wide in the book. You can call a lot for holding. I think Winchester thought they were a man down there as they iced the puck, and they're forced to take it in the corner and run the rest of the period out, and the clock does wind down to zeros here with some penalty time up on the board for both teams heading into period number 2. But on the scoreboard itself, it's all Falmouth as a big partisan crowd up to our right responds and lets the girls know. Well, 7-5, they announced the shots. That's not that big a discrepancy, but it sure was.
No, it's not, Paul, and most of Falmouth's chances came on the penalty kill.
Yeah.
And certainly Winchester would like to do a little bit better on their special teams, but Falmouth with 7 shots here, I think that maybe the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, they only had like 4 or 5. So they're going to have to contain some of their big guns up front and do a little better on their special teams.
Well, we're going to keep it right here, but we want to remind you that all of this is a result of support from some of the teams, some of the boosters clubs, and also from some sponsors that have stepped up and supported high school hockey via MyHockeyLive, and we want to thank those guys. We want to tell you about them right now. Mohawk Rubber Sales is the largest independent distributor of auto shop supplies in the USA and is headquartered right here in Massachusetts. Mohawk carries only the most reputable brands in the industry and can guarantee delivery to most U.S. locations in under 3 days. Most Mohawk products are available for purchase online, so be sure to check out the online store at mohawkrubber.com. And also Integrated Benefits Group. Integrated Benefits Group is a boutique firm specializing in employee benefit and human capital management. To get your no-cost benefit audit, please call Tony Maffio at 781-953-2000. That's 781-953-2000, or go online to thinkibg.com. And we thank Tony Maffio for his great support. And also Jif Foods. The new Jif To-Go Dippers combine creamy Jif peanut butter and crunchy pretzels for the perfect grab-and-go snack. Jif To-Go Dippers, pick some up at your grocery store today. And also, our second newest sponsor this week, I'll find that read in a minute, the IBEW Local 103. I know I've got that read somewhere here. This year, Local 103 will celebrate 115 years serving the electrical needs of Greater Boston. With 7,500 electricians and technicians, Local 103 is well equipped for all of your electrical construction projects, big or small. Over the past 100 years, Local 103 has done the electrical work on some of the most prestigious colleges and universities, banks and financial institutions, the most reputable hospitals and healthcare facilities, and major sports and athletic complexes like Fenway Park, Gillette Stadium, and TD Garden. With Local 103 on your team, you know you'll receive the same championship quality installation you've come to expect. For your next on-time, on-budget electrical project, visit the103advantage.com. And finally, we want to thank the Menotomy Grill in Arlington. Menotomy Grill, the brand new sponsor of MyHockeyLive. We're still awaiting their copy, but right at the foot of Mass Ave, right as you enter Arlington from Cambridge, nearby to Somerville, Belmont, Medford, Cambridge, the Menotomy Grill. Go in there and talk hockey, and Menotomy Grill will be the lead sponsor Monday night when Arlington faces Arlington Catholic for the Division I North title game, and that'll be a lot of fun. But back here, we've got 3 big girls games here, the Division II championship of the girls tournament, and the winner in this one gets Burlington High School. Burlington, a 6-4 winner over Methuen-Tewksbury last night, and today's winner in this game plays Burlington, and then the other semifinal will be the Wellesley-Milton winner against the Plymouth Medfield winner, and both of those games will follow this one. And Paul, it's great that this facility has stepped up down here, and I mean, you got a great facility right down the street now, the new rink in Falmouth, but the Gallo, it's just like, oh man, it's like your grandfather. You know it's here, and it's a great facility. Yeah,
no doubt. And John Hickey and his staff down here do a tremendous job, so accommodating to all the officials, off-ice officials, teams, a nice, bright, clean rink. I don't know if there's a better viewing area or sight lines for a high school or any kind of game there is, so it's absolutely a tremendous site to host these games.
Yeah, and in this day and age, it seems like every year the MIA has, they've opened up not a can of worms, a barrel of worms, because the popularity of the tournament has grown, and teams are qualifying, and hockey, believe it or not, is growing. At least the eye test says it is, and more teams are playing, and it's more competitive. And the MIAA every year has to make some decisions on the quick, and you get a place like this that steps up and says, we'll take all the games you can give us. It's not that bad to get here from the north, and it's very accessible from the south. So it seems to be a win-win-win all around.
Yeah, there's no doubt it's a win-win, and accessibility certainly is one of the key factors. But ice availability, as you know, Paul, all around the state, all the rinks are stressed out from September to March, and it's not like you can grab this block of ice for 2 weeks like on a facility like this and be able to organize and schedule every single game, and the MIA does a great job with that, because it's no easy task. I'm very familiar with it.
Well, Paul, speaking of Coach Paul Moore, the boys coach at Falmouth, let's talk about popularity of hockey on the Cape. I mean, more and more. You guys had a nice run this year, and you ended up having to play Barnstable in the tournament, which is a tough draw, but, it's like playing your cousins. But, Barnstable had a good year, and it seems like the popularity of the sport on the Cape is pretty strong.
High school hockey on the Cape, Paul, is very, very strong, very popular. And as you can see by our game last Friday night against Barnstable, who, by the way, had a great run, ran into a very tough team last night, and a Hingham team that, personally, I thought should have been in the Super 8. But, Sandwich is thriving. Bourne went to the tournament this year. DY made the tournament. And certainly the league we play in, the Atlantic Coast League, is predominantly Cape teams. And then we have Marshfield in it that is always a very well coached, very, very strong youth hockey program. And they're always the team to beat in our league. But it's hockey is going great on the Cape. It's facilities like this and the new facility in Falmouth always help nurture the younger kids and promote the game from the bottom up, and always getting as many kids as you can to play hockey through the Learn to Play and the Skate for Fun and the Hockey 101s, the things that I know they do a great job here at Gallo. And also, we have many of those programs in Falmouth, but those programs are resonating all over the Cape to promote hockey.
Yeah, you had some great points there, but one of them is that you've got a league down here now. Marshfield's in it, but it's predominantly Cape teams, and that's got to help both boys and girls. And I know the girls have the Southeastern Mass Girls Hockey League, and it's got 3 or 4 different divisions. But the more you can be local and get the rivalries going locally, the youth kids, the youth hockey kids see that, and they look up to the guys, and they start getting tradition and continuity, and that's going to create more competition and more growth. I mean, I keep going back to growth, but it's strong. Getting
Paul,
strong.
Yeah, you talk about tradition and continuity. It's so important. And when you get an environment like we had last Friday night against Barnstable, you couldn't get another person in here. All the youth hockey kids were here. And, again, you want to promote that tradition, and you want to promote that excitement, and it's great for high school hockey.
Yeah, no doubt. The more you can get, and up around Boston, they have that in different pockets. But, you know, a lot of times you guys were, you know, the old days, Buddy would have to travel and to play the good competition. And really, that was probably one of the reasons he started that tournament at the end of the year, to get those clubs down here.
Yeah, and Buddy is so passionate about the game, and he was always so passionate about the public schools. And I think he set that tournament up because we knew we could run a first-rate tournament, and he wanted the Catholics in there, and it mirrors and it models the Super 8 tournament. 4 Catholics, 4 publics, and he took so much pride in playing those teams and playing well against them. Not always beating them, but playing well.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny you say that, because a lot of times between games and off the record, a lot of the conversations now are among guys that follow high school hockey up around Boston are, how do we fix the quote-unquote Super 8? And for a long time it was the double elimination tournament. You know, you'd go into another bracket, and, you know, that the Falmouth tournament's a little bit different because it's so short and contained. It's a win-win-win, but there is a consolation bracket that goes to the end, and you keep playing. And, you know, it's just you can't control demographics and what happens at different schools, but, you know, I'm not so sure that the Super 8 is perfect for the whole situation now, but that's, again, you change it, and then 2 or 3 years later, the situation changes, and what you changed it to doesn't work, you know? It's tough.
I think you have to be a chameleon when it comes to that tournament. I think you're right. I think now might be the time for change. What that change is, I really don't know. You could have made an argument this year that the top 8 teams are all Catholic. And I give credit to Woburn and Franklin. They went in there and fought a good fight against the number 1 and number 2 seed, Springfield Cathedral and Malden Catholic. But it's I think now's the time to look at it and see if it can be tweaked and if there's any changes that can be made. But that's certainly a large debate, and one that can go on and on either way. I think the best thing the MIAA could do right now is take a look at the Division I and maybe start doing some power seedings. I think the 4 teams that were left standing in the South all deserve to be there. Certainly Severian, Barnstable belong there, Duxbury belong there. It worked out right. Yeah. But you got teams like Framingham and Braintree playing each other in the first round. 2 very good teams that, if there was a power seeding, might not have seen each other for maybe the 2nd or 3rd round.
I'll tell you, we can't look at this now, but this was the day the seedings were all announced, and I didn't see every team in the state, but I went through every one, and I pegged out of the 8 tournaments within the tournament, I said D1 South is the best tournament, top to bottom. I mean, it just, the way it laid out, you know, really one of 10 or 11 teams could have made the last 4 spots, and look at what happened.
Absolutely. Very strong South this year, and it was a year that anyone can beat anybody, and the Severian-Hingham game will certainly probably show the same thing.
Yeah, they could sell that game out a lot of places, I'll tell you. 2 good teams, 2 very well coached, deep. You know, I think the tournament got and the semifinal games were very good.
Yeah, Dave Spinelli and Tony from Hingham do a fantastic job with their clubs. Very well coached. That's going to be a great hockey game. I think the game we're doing right now, Paul, I think Winchester needs to have a little case of amnesia and forget about what happened in that first 15 minutes and start fresh here. Well,
speaking of good coaches, Craig Seabury from one of the triplets, the Seabury family, is out of Stoneham, very well versed in hockey, and you know, you see pretty early in a game where you stand, and sometimes you got to match talent or you got to address talent, and I'm sure Coach Seabury will act accordingly. He's going to have to face a man down for about 25 seconds coming up, and there's a goal. That doesn't help what we're talking about, but Brooke Bowman with a wrister through a screen. It's 3-0 Falmouth.
4-on-4, Paul. Callan Small makes a great pass to Brooke Bowman, but more importantly, they had traffic in front of the net from Maddie Haberl and Shannon Upton, 22 Shannon Upton, who's had a fantastic year and a very reliable player for Falmouth. And it's not going to get any easier for Winchester right now, Paul. They're going to be on a man down.
Yeah, in 2 seconds they go down a man, and not what the doctor ordered here just coming out of the gate. So tough uphill climb for the Sachems right now. Draw control by Falmouth, knocked into the Winchester end. They get it to the line and get it out, and now Falmouth on a abbreviated power play, but here they are. Great pass across to Mackenzie Haberl off her stick.
Number 2, Madison Haberl. Time to go 50 seconds.
Kelly Ferrer showed great
McDonald
poise
circles
there.
up top, and let's go a wrist
But
shot.
that last entry, that last scoring opportunity, Kelly Ferrer showed great poise, waited, put the puck over to Haberl, and had a great scoring opportunity.
Here's Ferrara in, shot saved by Wallace. Kelly Ferrara just moves so well through any area carrying the puck. Here's Mackenzie Haberl with it. Mackenzie Haberl on her backhand, pass across, right onto the stick of McDonald. The one-timer goes wide. Closing from the point, a save by Wallace as Hannah Callahan let it fly from the side.
I'm sure this isn't the way Coach Seabury wanted this period to start. Right now it's 5-on-5, and Winchester looks like they're on a man down.
Olsen trying to get it past Sanitas on the far side. They're finally able to get it out of the zone, and circling back is Callahan. Quickly over to Sanitas this way to Haberl over the line, but one of the Clippers in ahead of the puck there, and offsides is whistled.
Falmouth totally controlling the first 3 minutes of this period, Paul. Their team speed and their puck movement right now is just overwhelming Winchester.
Tell you, if it wasn't for a couple of real good saves by Wallace there, we'd be 4 or 5-0. Winchester trying to break it out. This is number 4, Zavez. Here's Zavez over the line. Double teamed on the far side, and Bowman will retreat and backhand it behind to Haberl, who calmly steps away and now is pinned there by Zavez momentarily. A couple of players from each team there as they try to pull it out of the fray, and circling around is 11, Mariah Redler. But skating away for Falmouth is Haberl, Madison Haberl. Tries the right side, trying to get around Olsen. Centering pass right in front onto the stick of Shannon Upton, but it bounced right off her stick.
Another great scoring opportunity for Falmouth. They went in and established that good triangle, and Shannon Upton made herself available out front. But I'll tell you, Vicki Wallace was there to make the stop. So far, right now, she's keeping them in the game.
Back for it is O'Brien. O'Brien takes a tumble there, and they try to get it up high to 11, Redler, who's in her breakout position on the blue line.
Yeah,
just open it up.
Yeah, playing the stretch game right now I don't think is the way to go. They need to have bodies down low and protect the front of the net.
Hannah Callahan with it behind the net. Callahan looks left side for Mackenzie Haberl. A couple of Winchester players run into each other, and Haberl has clear sailing up the middle. It's a 3-on-2. Lays it off for McDonald. McDonald in the corner, trying to get it back to Haberl. Haberl will send a long one in from outside the dot. Ferrara overskates in the corner. Winchester able to chip it around the backside to Olsen, but stolen by Falmouth. Pass right in front. Here's a backhand by Ferrara. Doesn't make it through. Winchester able to skate it off. Nice play by McDonald there on the centering pass. Nothing resulted from it, but that was a heck of a play.
Yeah, McDonald and Mackenzie Haberl worked so well together down low, and they worked the cycle beautiful down there, and she found Madison out front in the net. I'm sorry, Mackenzie Haberl out front of the net for a scoring opportunity.
Ashley Osborne got near the line. I thought they were going to give that to her, but they do whistle the icing, and it's going to come back in to the Winchester end with 10:36 to go, second period, and Falmouth leading it 3-0. Madison Haberl will take the draw for Falmouth, the offensive zone faceoff against Zavez. That's 26 Sarah Donovan. And a floater again as Kat Valdario, the left wing, is right up in front of our position here, watched by Bowman, but it clears out the 1 point, but I guess they probably had some success with it, evidently. So.
Oh, it's certainly a setup play that they have stretching that weak side wing.
And here it is. Valdario gets it. They send a shot in on Scavoto, but one of the few in the last 10 minutes of play, but she was 1-on-3, though.
Those set plays we talked about, Paul, in the defensive zone for Winchester, those stretch plays can work well if you win the faceoff, but if you don't win, you got to get bodies back and protect the house.
Face off to the left of Scavoto in net for Falmouth. Controlled by Winchester. Back to the point. Long shot in by Olsen. Redirected. Backhand try here by Zavez, and it's in. They're going to call that no goal. That might have been inadvertent, but they're going to wave off the goal immediately.
They're saying they kicked it in, Paul, and if they did, that's going to be a face-off outside. They got Scavato moving her feet, and that's the key. If Winchester's going to have any success on Maddie Scavato, who I would say is probably one of the best goaltenders in the state the last couple years in Division II, they're going to have to get her moving laterally and get her off course and get traffic to the net to create opportunities to get anything by her.
She's got great size, too, and when you got great size and you're mobile.
She's got the size, she's got the poise. Her skill set is outstanding.
Erica Meisner in the zone deep. Madison Haberl behind the net. Double team back there by a couple of Sachem players, and now Haberl gets it right up top and sends a wrister in that Wallace makes a nice pad save, blocker pad save on. Good play by O'Brien now to get it up the wing to number 6, Madison Michike for Winchester, but quickly back on it is Hannah Callahan with great leverage and great puck sense. Sends it up the middle where Winchester sends it back in deep, but it had crossed the line, so delayed clear. Emily Sanitas gets it up, and here is Shannon Upton looking for Madison Haberl. They get it back on the point to Callahan. Hannah Callahan gets it down the boards, but not deep. Winchester able to get it out. Callahan with it here. Callahan looks, stick handles over the line, and sends it towards the net, never makes it, and ends up on the stick of Colleen Holland for Winchester. Can't get it by Kelly Ferrara. And now right off the bench is McDonald, and it comes back to Callahan. A long shot in goes wide.
They're still keeping that stretch player outside the zone, Paul. Right now, Falmouth's winning this transition game.
Yeah, Maggie Hull, the player this time for Winchester. Far up ice, and here's Hull, 1-on-2, near side. Nice play by Hull to get it down deep, but needs help there, and now has help. Looks like Ashley Osborne. Osborne trying to get it back to Hull, and it's knocked away, and Falmouth will play it. McDonald now in the middle up to Mackenzie Haberl. Nice play, catch it behind, and get it over to Ferrara. Shot knocked wide. Kelly Ferrara looks a little snake bitten right now, but
she does, but Mackenzie did an excellent job setting up that play.
Long shot through by off the stick of Brooke Bowman is deflected wide, but Falmouth, good forecheck here. Finally, Winchester pounds it around. Osborne just kicks it into the middle and right onto the skates of stick of Bowman, and the net is off down there, I believe, with 7:33 to go in the second period. Just about halfway through the hockey game, Falmouth ahead, 3-0.
Falmouth's totally dominating right now, Paul. I'll tell you, the other end of the ice here, that Maggie Hull, a workhorse for Winchester, did a nice job down low. They're going to have a lot more pressure on the puck and somehow try to get pucks in deep and establish a forecheck and get something going if they're going to get back in this game.
You know, that waved off goal, that might have, mentally you get one like that, just one of those dirty goals in front, not pretty, but it gets in, and sometimes that lights a little bit of a fire, and they don't have to be pretty.
Absolutely, and Winchester's saying right now to their kids, hey, the next goal is a big one.
Huge. Just to stay in the game, really.
Absolutely.
Good play over there by Shannon Upton. Gets it in the middle to Haberl, and Haberl's knocked down. I think that was just a stick check, and here they are with the clear-out play again as they send Kat Valdario far up the left wing, and it enables them to come out the right side. Valdario now, nice play to get it away from Haberl, but quickly Bowman. What a crisp pass across ice that was. Here's Madison Haberl walking through the slot. Let's go a no-looker. Off the side of the net, I believe.
That play that Madison Haberl just had there was set up by their neutral zone play. Winchester had the puck. Falmouth creating great back pressure, creating turnovers and coming back the other way.
Long wrister lifted up from the Winchester end by Anna O'Brien. On it for Winchester is Sarah Donovan. Donovan able to get it down deep, and on it there is Madison Michike, but now it's skated away by Hannah Callahan over to Mackenzie Haberl. Good support by Bowman, but it's right onto the stick of O'Brien here. And O'Brien knocks it in deep for Winchester. Bowman to Mackenzie Haberl. Circles around and has some skating room. Mackenzie Haberl through center ice. Cuts to the right, deep into the right wing corner. Watched by Zabez back there. Zabez takes a tumble, ends up on top of the puck, I believe, and able to move it along the back boards to 18, Julia Olson. Olson over the line. Olson in the middle to Redler, but off her stick and onto the stick of Hannah Callahan. Callahan to an open wing. Zabez now trying to backhanded past her fellow number 4, Callahan, and now offsides is called, as I think Falmouth is looking for a change anyway.
Yeah, Julie Olson did a nice job bringing the puck up there and got the blue line, created that 2-on-2, and Falmouth just stopped him right there at the top of the slot. Winchester's got to get these pucks in deep. They got to create some offense.
Yeah, Olson, good player for Winchester, big range and not afraid to step up into the play and skate it the length of the ice. Here's a shot by Haberl. Good save there by Vicki Wallace. Haberl will shoot from anywhere.
Yeah, she will, Paul, and that neutral zone faceoff was a key right there to that scoring opportunity. Winchester's got to get that puck possession and fight harder on those one-on-one battles.
Olivia Huff now on the left side with Haberl. They're getting some other fresh legs out there, which is good. Work the bench. And Sophie Schlesinger out there, number 6 as well. So they'll give Madison Haberl different sets of wings as the game moves on. And here's Haberl now trying to find, I think that's Emma Callahan, 16, not 6, my mistake. Haberl behind the net, takes a tumble but keeps going. Colleen Holland trying to work it for Winchester. And Winchester finally able to get it out of the zone. Over the line is 22, Maggie Houle. But Falmouth right out. Haberl leaves it for Callahan, Emma Callahan. And
Coach Erin Hunt feeling a little comfortable here, Paul. She's starting to use her bench now, keeping her players fresh. Howe and Callahan out there on the forecheck.
Yeah, you know what? That keeps the other guys fresh, too. That's a great strategy. And with a 3-0 lead, Falmouth leading at 3-0, you get more cards in your deck then.
It's always a chess match, Paul, when you go 1-2, 1-2, and then you spot your third line. And if you get in a tight game, it can be very beneficial. It can come back to bite you.
Nice play by Sarah Donovan, but can't come up with a puck after Alicia Marks lugged it a good length of the ice. And now here's Mackenzie Haberl again with McDonald and with Ferrara. Ferrara picks it up, tries to go left side. Great idea, but missed the net on the left side. And McDonald will just walk across the slot and sent kind of a half pass, half shot that Mackenzie Haberl redirected, but Vicki Wallace got a pad there. Shots.
Yeah, Winchester doing a lot of puck watching right now, Paul, and Maggie McDonald just exploded off that half wall for a great scoring opportunity.
Just opened everything up, too. As she's coming across, other people are moving. 3:15 to go, second period. Falmouth with a 3-0 lead, and almost say a commanding 3-0 lead as Mackenzie Haberl tried to, again, half pass, looking for a player out front, but if it went off of a piece of equipment or a skate, that would be good too. And Vicki Wallace able to knock it down, and the whistle went a little bit quick, but she gets the benefit of that one.
A nifty move by Mackenzie Haberl coming out from behind the net, but this is exactly what Winchester has to do. They got to create traffic. They got to get stick on stick, and they can't let her get free.
Face-off plays to try to tie up the center. They tie up Madison Haberl, and Winchester breaks it out 3-on-3. Trying to go through the defense is Mariah Redler. But Falmouth stops that and is able to break out. Shannon Upton goes on the far side for Erica Meisner. Meisner looking for help in the middle. Misses connection, and Winchester has it, but they can't hit stick to stick. They just wind it around the boards. But now here's a break for Winchester if they hustle. Shot goes wide from the far side. Redler trying to come up with it, watched by Upton. Redler has it. Redler walks in, a shot saved by Scavoto. Again, the size she just used.
Yeah, right. Great shot by Mariah Redler. She did a nice job and tried to go short side on Scavato.
Is Redler with the interception on the clearing pass, and now interference. There's going to be an interference call on Hannah Callahan in front. Winchester with the puck, and Falmouth with the delayed call coming.
Paul, Hannah Callahan going to the box here. The last thing you want to do inside 5 minutes of a period is give a team some life here. This will be a good time to settle it down for Winchester and see what they can do.
5th penalty in the game, and 4 of them have gone to Falmouth. That's not home cooking.
Well, Falmouth plays that aggressive style. They play it on the back end and they play up front. They play an aggressive style with Maggie McDonald and Kelly Ferreira. And this is a very smart timeout for Coach Seabury here with 2 minutes to go in the second period.
Yeah, you can't go back up Route 3 with timeouts and get any value out of them. You can use them. And as you say, Paul, that is a smart move. Paul McNamara here with Coach Paul Moore from Falmouth, the Falmouth boys coach, giving us expert insight into the Falmouth girls team as they square off against Winchester here in this girls Division II quarterfinal match. The winner of this game will face Burlington High School. I think that's Monday night. I think they've made that decision that the next round, the semifinal round for girls D2 will be Monday night. And the other 2 quarterfinals will follow today. Wellesley will play Milton in the next one, and Medfield will square off against Plymouth, the top remaining seed, I believe, in D2. Check that for you.
Paul, I expect Winchester.
Sorry, Wellesley is.
I expect Winchester to come out here now with that high umbrella because they had a lot of success on their prior power plays, other than getting scored on, of course. But
they moved the puck. Yeah,
they did. They moved the puck well. They found Elizabeth Wilson on the back door a few times on that stretch play, and I think that's what you should look for here right now.
Well, they're going to send Haberl and Ferrara out here up front. They get it back to the point. Center point to Michike. Over to Olsen. Slap shot saved by Scavoto. Olsen follows up. Back to Michike to Olsen. Good play by Haberl. Madison Haberl. They break out 2-on-3, but it's Haberl and Ferrara. That's like a 4-on-3. And now they have to clear as a delayed offside took place, and now stepping up is Brooke Bowman and sends a shot on net in. Minute and a half in the second period to go. 3-0 Falmouth. Winchester on the power play for another 50 seconds, but Madison Haberl steals it in the middle to Ferrara. Falmouth already has 2 short-handed goals today.
Winchester needs to play with a little more urgency right now. They can't be turning pucks over in the neutral zone on the power play.
Taking it deep is Olsen. Olsen quickly back for Zavez, and it's off of the stick of Melissa Zavez, and it goes all the way back into the Winchester end behind Vicki Wallace, the goaltender. Try to hit Olsen on the far side. Misses connection, but good job by Mariah Redler to pick it up. Redler over the line, right side. Redler, top of the circle, tries to go in even further. 8 seconds now on the man advantage, and good job by Kelly Ferreira to send it the length of the ice and kill the rest of it off. And not only do they kill it off, but Mackenzie Haberl is right on it there, and now joined by McDonald. Penalty over. 25 seconds to go in the second period. Falmouth able to kill that one off pretty easily.
Yeah, they did a nice job on the PK, but I think you saw Winchester's frustration come out there, Paul. They tried to do a couple things on their own there. They didn't spread the ice out.
Cute.
Yeah, a little too cute, and trying to just press a little bit, looking for that next goal.
Mackenzie Haberl on the edge of another penalty there, but they let that go. 1 second, and now the clock will run out. Olsen got taken down to the boards by Haberl, and play continued on. Shots on goal. So 15-9. Pretty indicative, I guess, of the play. You know, it wasn't like the play was in there the whole time, but any time it wasn't in there, Falmouth had it under control.
They did. They totally dominated the period, and you saw Winchester's frustration there on the power play. When you get those opportunities in a tight game like this and you need that next one, you're really going to settle the puck down. You need to create some time and space for yourself and try not to get too cute or try to do it by yourself. But Winchester comes out of this thing 2-0 at the end of one, and so you're hoping for a little life, and you're hoping for a little break, a little puck luck, and Falmouth comes out in the first, 2 or 3 minutes, Paul, and pops one.
Under a minute, 50 seconds in.
Right, 50 seconds into the second, and so now you're swimming upstream there from then on in the second period.
Falmouth's got 2 shorties and a 4-on-4 in the game, and they lead it 3-0 after 2. We're going to take a break here and come back with third period action. We'll tell you about our sponsors when we come back. Local 103, Mohawk Rubber Sales, Jif Food Products, Integrated Benefits Group, and the Monotony Grill. We'll tell you about all those folks when we come back for third period action. Right now after 2 from Bourne, it is Falmouth 3 and Winchester nothing. Well, welcome back, everyone, to the Gal Arena. Paul McNamara along with Coach Paul Moore and Art Egerton here. Rink side where the third period gets underway, and Falmouth holding a 3-0 lead here in this quarterfinal match with the Winchester Sachems. And, Coach, the first 5 minutes should be telling here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking for Donovan and Wilson, Doherty and Redler to step up their game here in the third period. When I'm sure Coach Seabury just told them, hey, girls, we have nothing to lose. Let's go sell out right now.
Here's a break as Madison Haberl will go deep into the corner, working up front with Meisner and Upton. The 1-2 punch, 2 great lines that Coach Aaron Hunt can throw out there. Here's Haberl, turns and fires. It goes wide. Upton loses an edge over there momentarily. Long shot in from Bowman on the point, saved by Wallace. And Winchester able to get it out of the zone. And again, they've got a breakout forward out at center ice. This time it was Mariah Redler.
Yeah, it's part of their game plan, Paul, to have that stretch player. And they've found her a few times, but they are not capitalizing in neutral zone. They got to create that opportunity, and when they get it, they got to keep puck possession.
Mackenzie Haberl says, I'll do the same thing, and gets a long pass out and circles around and winds her way in to get a shot off. It went wide. Bowman's shot also goes wide. And on it is Olsen. Olsen up the right wing, intended for number 12, Marks. Misses connection. That's not Olsen. It's Anna O'Brien, the defenseman. And now Mackenzie Haberl with a shot. Maggie McDonald out there on the line with Mackenzie Haberl. And this is McDonald. McDonald all the way over to the left side. On the backhand, tough angle right along the goal line extended, and picking it up now is Mackenzie Haberl. Mackenzie Haberl. This is like a skating exhibition out here as Ferrara camped out up on the top of the circle over there, just let go of a slap shot that went.
Winchester looks a little fatigued right now, Paul, and
yeah,
they can't let Maggie McDonald skate around on the perimeter like that. She's a very experienced player, and she's one of Falmouth's best skaters.
Toe drag by Ferrara, wrist shot through a screen, saved by Wallace. Mackenzie Haberl just picking her way through and scoring. Wow.
That's a great job by Mackenzie Haberl, but won't show up on the score sheet is Shannon Upton's nice job of fronting the goalie, screening her. Mackenzie opened herself up, shot the puck, and went 5-hole.
It comes at 2:27 of the third and gives Falmouth a 4-0 lead. We don't want to say insurmountable, but what a mountain to climb for the Sachems now. Just a matter of time, the way that felt over there.
Yeah, Falmouth was having their way, dominating the offensive zone with puck possession, and really moving the puck around and moving their feet. And Winchester doing a lot of puck watching, standing around watching.
Number 20, Mackenzie Haberl. Assisted by
icing here on Winchester.
number 14, Emily Sims. And also number 22, Shannon Upton.
Nice to see Shannon Upton get an assist on there. She worked hard down low, came out front, fronted the goalie, screened her, and then got rewarded Haberl with a goal.
You know, they gave Emily Sanitas an assist. I mean, The MHL assist would go to Ferrara and Upton on that one, I think. Just from
Absolutely.
from this angle, and nothing against Emily, but Kelly did some hard work there. And as you said, Upton, great job on that, just working hard over there. And, you know, you sprinkle the infield sometimes when the line mates connect the dots and everybody gets in on it, you know. Puck into the Winchester end now. They swing it around this way for Juliana Bray. Some new numbers out there for Winchester now, too, and that's good to see. Here comes Falmouth. Long pass up for Haberl. Mackenzie Haberl can't catch up with it, and Winchester able to get it at center ice. Over the line comes Zavez. Zavez in the middle, trying to find Redler in there, but it goes all the way to the far boards, and now good job by Michike up top to support the play and get it, keep it going, but now they lose possession, and McDonald lugs it over the blue line. They lose it at center ice, but Falmouth gets it out of harm's way. Colleen Holland passes it over the far side, but it goes all the way to the Falmouth defense. They work it back up through center into the Winchester end. And good forecheck here by Haberl. Haberl on the go, looking for help. Haberl pinned against the sideboards here, but good support by Kelly Ferrara. Ferrara leaves it for Callahan. Callahan down the boards for Haberl. Haberl can't get it back to Callahan, and Winchester able to break it out. This is Redler. Redler, 1-on-2, gets a backhand in on Scavoto. Save there. And Hannah Callahan has it for the Clippers. Up the boards, Olsen will cover it there. Get a long shot in, it goes wide. Mackenzie Haberl picks it up for Falmouth in the defensive end. Anna O'Brien with a long shot in, the rebound. Zavez trying to wrap around, but shut off on that effort. Good chance, but it's a one and done.
Yeah, great chance, and Falmouth comes back here with a quick 3-on-2.
Wow. Ferrara got about 20% on that one.
Redler did a very nice job down low there for Winchester, creating that scoring opportunity. They had bodies to the net, had a nice little rebound, but Scavato there to shut the door. She covers so much net. Her structure is so good, and she really gives you nothing to look at.
It's like you got to work so hard to get a good chance, and then you get it, and look what you're facing. Offensive zone face-off for Falmouth. Bowman throws it towards the net, never makes it down low, and Winchester able to pick it up behind the net, but can't get clear possession of it. They finally just kind of move it forward, and Maggie Houle able to get it out of the zone.
Falmouth playing with so much confidence right now, Paul. Callan Small pinching down the wall there, probably in a tighter game, wouldn't have taken that chance, but they're just playing with a tremendous amount of confidence right now.
Haberl, the nice pass across to Emma Callahan. It's in front. They hammer away at a goal by Rachel Curtis, I believe.
Madison Haberl doing what she does so well, coming off the half wall, taking that time and space in the middle of the ice, gets a shot on net, and Rachel Curtis, a rookie freshman on the team, was rewarded by going to the net. Wallace sees the shot, leaves the rebound for her, and she puts it home.
Yeah, never a bad thing to go to the net. And again, I think Emma Callahan should get an assist on that as well. They all were involved in the play. And right off the faceoff, here come Ferrara and Haberl again, along with McDonald, is pulled down. No call.
Yeah,
McDonald that's a 5-0 no
yeah,
call.
that's a 5-0 call is right. She got taken down there from behind.
Falmouth goal, number 13, Rachel Curtis.
As you said, Coach, nice to see Rachel Curtis get a goal in a tournament game.
You know,
long wrister in by Kat Faldario.
Coach Hunt's not afraid to use her bench, and Rachel Curtis had some time on that first line earlier in the year, but hasn't seen much action here in the tournament, but she gets rewarded with a nice goal.
You know, I think Ferrara and Haberl have been told not to shoot, because that's twice they were in great position on their forehand and they went for the pass. The other time it didn't hurt Madison Haberl. They ended up with a goal ultimately, but
yeah, Kelly Ferrer, a very unselfish player. She's going to look to set up a pretty play or a nice curl and drag, because she's known for that, and she does it very well.
She had a real nice toe drag right there just prior to the pass. Great forechecking here by Haberl. But finally able to skate away is Julie O'Brien. Good job by O'Brien. O'Brien shows a lot of poise, even though she's being forechecked like never before today. But centering pass and a goal! Olivia Huff with a great setup by Madison Haberl.
Paul, that's Olivia Howe, a senior.
Howe, sorry.
Sees very, very little playing time. Great to see her get an opportunity there, going to the net, working hard. And you know, when you get your chance as a fourth line player and you can make the best of it, that's great for Olivia Howe.
It's a terrific feeling. Again, a tournament goal for the senior, and congratulations. Doing what she should do, go to the net.
Falmouth goal, score number 17, Olivia Howe. Assisted by number 2, Madison Haberl. Time to go 7 minutes.
Madison Haberl showing up all over the score sheet tonight, as her sister is.
I was just going to do a quick count. A goal, 1 assist, 2 assists, 3 assists. Seems like more, but 3 assists. She's been all over the ice. Into the zone, it comes Michike for Winchester. That's Redler. Redler run into by Jessica Winiarski. Another senior getting some playing time. Good to see.
Yeah, you have Winarski out there now and Palmer.
Elizabeth Palmer, number 5.
2 fourth-line players. Good to see Coach Hunt using her bench, giving her kids some rest, and these kids getting an opportunity in the game.
Yeah, they got a big one against Burlington High just 2 days from now, so be good to get everybody in the game and not overuse those other guys, like you said.
Yeah. And the road will not get any easier for Falmouth, that's for sure. Burlington, a very battle-tested team, very disciplined team.
Burlington comes in as, sure the seeding, but the 12 seed, and Winchester came in as the 16 seed, I believe. But the Middlesex League is divided up with Division I and Division II.
Yeah, yes, it is, and you can see this in the girls' seedings, where my argument would be you should be doing a power seeding here.
Right.
Falmouth is the number 8 seed and didn't get a bye in the first round. And certainly Burlington, a battle-tested team, being down there at number 12, should be a very good game.
Yeah, you're right. And my point in the Middlesex League is Reading is the top-rated team in the state right now, and these guys have to play them. So, you know, this is a solid win. I mean, Winchester's record isn't as strong as some, but they played a good schedule. So for Falmouth to put a number up like this on Winchester, it's indicative that they're going pretty strong. And here they come 3-on-1. Over the line. Great pass over on the side from McDonald, but knocked away.
Nice patience shown there by Kelly Ferreira, sliding that over to Maggie McDonald. Maggie McDonald just couldn't pull the trigger on it.
Again, they only sell right sticks down the Cape, right?
Yeah, a lot of right-handed shots.
No left shots. And a power play. We missed the penalty call here.
You know, Winchester's really run into a buzzsaw here tonight. I give them a lot of credit. They're playing with a lot of discipline, and they're working hard here right till the end.
Yeah, it's a credit. You get down here, play the whole game, and as we said, well coached. But just some days you're going to run into a team that's firing on all cylinders. Here's Callahan. They do have a first power play unit out there. Callahan and Bowman on the back line, and the Haberls up front with Kelly Ferrara. Or rather, Madison Haberl wasn't out there then. It was McDonald with her line, Ferrara and Mackenzie Haberl. Now Bowman knocks it down just outside the blue line. We're down to 8 seconds, 7 on the penalty now, as Haberl leaves it to sister Mackenzie, back to Madison. Loses it off the stick behind the net. It's 6-0, folks, with about 5 minutes to go in the third period. It's been all Falmouth on the score sheet today.
And Erin Hunt will use her game plan right till the very end. They're a battle-tested team, but they're also in playoff mode. I don't think they're going to let the hammer up here.
Yeah, you keep practicing. I mean, this is it's time for practice now, and don't get out of bad habits.
Right, and it's nice to see the Palmer girl back out there with Olivia Howe getting some time out there.
Haberl can't play it. It goes by Palmer over on the far side, and now for Winchester, it's Franny O'Brien.
Coach Seabrook's also playing his bench, Paul, which is
Yeah, that's O'Brien's first shift, I believe.
a testament to him, and I believe Mercer Doherty got some action out there right now, and that's part of the spirit of the MIA and mass hockey and girls hockey.
The toughest on anyone in the building is the folks trying to find the names of the score sheet. Here's Redler.
Absolutely.
That's why they're paying us the big bucks, Paul, you know. Body's down on the ice. There's a Winchester player down, and now a slap shot off the stick of Zavez. I think it's Redler on the ice in there. And either Redler or Michike.
Michike.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing that
So,
right.
yeah,
Sorry.
I'm taking a
Sorry if we're not.
guess at it too.
But yeah, she went down hard out in front of the net.
And our color commentator's got some groupies here. This is good. Coach Paul Moore doing yeoman's work here in support of MyHockeyLive. Face-off will come just outside the Falmouth line. Ferreira against Zavez. Knocked into the Winchester end. Intercepted clearing pass was Juliana Bray. Bray directed it towards the net, but not a shot on net. And now puck jumps loose to Redler. Redler trying to get around Scavato, pounding away at a goal. They break the ice with 3:35 to go.
Outstanding effort by Juliana Bray there, Paul. They worked hard down low. They created that turnover, and she never gave up on it. Scavato made the initial save, but she kept at it. She kept digging, and she got rewarded down there low in the paint.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did Bray knock it home, or was that Redler? I think Bray was.
I think
Bray
Bray
did
got
most of the work,
it. She did.
as you said, Paul. So it's a 6-1 hockey game, and Winchester on the board. We've got delayed offside call coming, but Winchester clears, and Falmouth able to break through center, but not into the Winchester end. Here's a steal and a breakaway, a save by Scavato on Hickey.
Great job there by Maeve Hickey to create that open space and get that breakaway, but then Scavato, square to the puck, came out and challenged her, and
Falmouth's going to get a penalty here. A hooking call, I believe.
it's Rachel Curtis going to the box.
So Bray gets the goal for Winchester. It's 6-1, just under 3 minutes to go, and Winchester will get another shot on the man advantage. They go over to the far side. They work that umbrella play as they've been doing all day, and it came back to Olsen, but she couldn't find the handle near side. This is Olsen at center ice, trying to skate away from Shannon Upton, and Upton does a good job to neutralize, or rather, stepping up was Haberl to neutralize that.
Olsen, Redler, and Wilson work so well together here on this power play. They move the puck well. It's anchored out high by Madison Michichet, and they really move the puck well, and they're creating some good scoring opportunities for themselves.
It's just they don't always come up against penalty killers like Haberl and Ferrara and Upton.
Yeah, very tenacious PK that Falmouth has.
Zavez now over the line, pokes it by fellow number 4, Callahan. Behind the net, Zavez gets help in deep from Redler, and now 3 Winchester players on it, as Elizabeth Wilson also in there. Wilson skates around, tries to go back to the point to Michike, and Michike has to hustle over. Not the position she wants in the middle of the ice. She's there now and open, and they'll give it back to her here with 34 to go on the penalty. Redler right in front where she should be, and maybe got a stick on it, but knocked it outside the scoring area. They get it back to Michike again, top of the point. Goes right side to Olsen, has to turn around for the forehand try, and by the time she does, Upton gets a stick in the lane. Zavez, far side, down low to Wilson. Up top to Michike. Michike will come this way to Olsen. Olsen back to Michike. 6 seconds on the man advantage. Zavez, long shot, save, loose in front. Redler pounding away. Redler knocked down, turns around and gives Callahan a stick right in the face as she's going down, but penalty is over, and Falmouth tries to break it into the zone. Pass from McDonald intercepted, and good support here by Emily Sanitas, but Winchester able to skate it away with 1:12 to go.
Winchester showed a lot of patience and poise on that power play, but Falmouth really packed it in and played a real passive box on that PK and just really didn't give up a lot of skating lanes and shooting lanes, so it makes it very tough to create your scoring opportunities when you're on that power play. Falmouth really likes to pack it in tight out in front of the net.
We're going to get a slashing call here at 13:59 on Maggie McDonald for going after a non-loose puck covered by the goaltender. And it is in the book, but it's very rarely called.
A little over-aggressive there by Maggie McDonald. Coach Hunt's not going to like to see that.
So we'll get to see this workman-like power play once again for Winchester with a minute left in the game. And they've got some different personnel out there now as Sarah Donovan is out there up front, 26. And right away, it's Maggie Hull.
Little frustration coming out there, Paul, on the Winchester side.
Yeah, Hull was called for a minor and didn't think it was justified, and then was given a misconduct as well. And
I'm sure she didn't say something too nice to the referee there. He ran her out pretty quick, but the frustration certainly showing, and good hard-fought battle by Winchester tonight. Just not their night.
So we're going to go to 4-on-4 hockey for the rest of the third period. Game well in command of the Falmouth Clippers. They lead at 6-1 here. They've scored in a variety of ways, and they've looked very good doing it.
Yeah, when you come out of the gate and you get 2 man-down goals, it certainly deflates your team. It sets the stage for Falmouth, of course, with a lot of confidence, and they just, I think they set that tone, and they just never looked back.
We get a little extension of the game here as another penalty is called. This one on Erica Meisner, trip. So it's 4-on-3 now with 36 seconds to go. And this one comes at 14:24, but just a kind of an unnecessary parade at the end of the game here. And Olsen keeps it in far side for Winchester. Throws it in the middle, no one there except Falmouth's Callan Small. And clock winding down. Circling at center now is Sarah Donovan. Donovan leaves it for Zavez. Zavez, a long shot in. Scavato, nice save there. Back up top, O'Brien. Karen's off the boards, and puck goes in the middle, but the game is over, and Winchester ends their run, and Falmouth ends the Winchester run for them, and Falmouth moves on to Monday night, where they will play Burlington in the state semifinal game. Great job by Falmouth, a 6-1 victory in the books, and they move on, and they look good doing it, Coach.
They did, and what Winchester ran into tonight really was a senior-laden team in Falmouth, very experienced. They've been to the Garden twice. 2 out of the last 3 years have seen that final game. They feel they have something to prove this year. They're losing a good core group. And on the other side, you see a really young Winchester team that I think that was the big difference tonight. You saw some senior leadership, some experience on Falmouth's side, some youth on the Winchester side. And I'll tell you, this Winchester team will be something to be reckoned with in years to come. Vicky Wallace is only a junior.
Yeah, good goaltender.
Yep, which all starts with the goaltending. And I think Falmouth down the road will be something to be a force to be reckoned with coming up here in the tournament against Burlington.
We want to thank Coach Paul Moore for joining us for this one, and you're welcome to stick around all night, Paul, but I know you've got other things to do, and we really appreciate it. And it's great to have you with us, and your insight was very important and very helpful, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, Paul, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. I really enjoyed myself tonight. I hope I didn't sound too much like a homer on the Falmouth side. I tried to call it as I saw it, but thanks for all you guys at Mass Hockey Live do for high school hockey. It's such an important platform for us. The exposure these kids are getting for families and people to be able to watch us at home tonight is a testament to MyHockeyLive, and we couldn't thank you enough from the Coaches Hockey Association and everything you guys do.
I mean, really, Mark Igo makes MyHockeyLive run, and it's guys like Art Egerton and Pat Serio, whom you've known, and young guys like Jake Levin coming on board, and I love doing it. It's fun, and nothing better than high school hockey. There's nothing better than tournament time. So
Absolutely, and you're right. Mark Argo's done a tremendous job getting this platform out there, and the exposure for these young kids. It's just all upside. It's a testament to how hard Mark has worked over the last year to get this thing going, and it's great for high school hockey, and it's great for the kids.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks for being with us. And now I got to pay some bills and thank the guys that are helping out. As the word gets out, more people want to be part of it. So we thank guys like Integrated Benefits Group, a boutique firm specializing in employee benefit and human capital management. Employee benefits are among the largest concerns for any company. IBG can manage costs and the right plans for your employees. In a changing marketplace, you need an expert, and Team IBG has been just that for over 20 years. Plan offerings include, but are not limited to, medical, dental, vision, life insurance, disability benefits, voluntary benefits, retirement planning, and many more. To get your no-cost benefits audit, please call Tony Maffio, 781-953-2000, or visit online at thinkibg.com. And we hope to speak with Tony Maffio in person Monday night at the Songas Arena during the boys D1 North and D2 North games. Tony Maffio, thanks for being on board with us at Integrated Benefits Group this season. Also, Mohawk Rubber Sales. Mohawk Rubber Sales is the largest independent distributor of auto shop supplies in the USA and is headquartered right here in Massachusetts. Mohawk carries only the most reputable brands in the industry and can guarantee delivery to most U.S. locations in under 3 days. Most Mohawk products are available for purchase online, so be sure to check out the online store at mohawkrubber.com. Also, Jif To Go Dippers, the newest in the product line from Jif Food. New Jif To Go Dippers combine creamy Jif peanut butter and crunchy pretzels for the perfect grab-and-go snack. Pick up some Jif To Go Dippers in your grocery store today. Also, we want to thank our newest sponsor. We don't even have all their details on board yet, but the Menotomy Grill in Arlington, proud sponsor of MyHockeyLive, and really excited about bringing you, being the feature sponsor tomorrow night, Monday night rather, when we bring you the Arlington versus Arlington Catholic Division I North final. Everybody in Arlington knows hockey. If you're a Spy Ponder or you're a Cougar, and the Cougars and the Spy Ponders match up for the Division I title Monday night at the Songas Arena. MyHockeyLive will be there, and we'll be there with the Menotomy Grill in Arlington. One of the best places to go for great food, great camaraderie, and a great time. The Menotomy Grill in Arlington, and we'll have more on those folks as time moves forward. And we also want to thank local IBE, local 103, and I've got the notes on those guys, and I'll get to them right momentarily, but Local 103 is now a proud sponsor of MyHockeyLive as well, and we thank them for their support and for being on board with MyHockeyLive. The final in the first one, it is Falmouth 6 and Winchester 1 for Art Egerton and Mark Igo and everybody at MyHockeyLive. We thank Paul Moore for helping out on the call of this game, and we will be back with the next game, Milton versus Wellesley, in about 20 minutes, folks, on MyHockeyLive, so stay with us. I'm Paul McNamara. We'll talk to you shortly.